9 situations where it's best to stay silent. Have you ever uttered something and then wished you could retract it? It's safe to say we've all experienced moments like this. And while mastering the art of articulating your thoughts and opinions is a valuable skill, there are scenarios where keeping quiet is the wiser choice. Recognizing such instances can help you avoid unnecessary conflicts, maintain trust, and show respect. Here are 9 situations when it's best to just stay silent. Number 1. When emotions run high. In moments of anger, frustration, or other intense emotions, it's often better to remain silent. When overwhelmed by powerful feelings, we become more reactionary and less rational. Our filter disappears, and we're more likely to say things we'll later regret. Staying silent prevents you from making statements you can't undo. Once harmful words are spoken, an apology can't fully erase their impact. Silence protects your relationships during turbulent times. It gives you space to process your emotions before expressing them. By biting your tongue, you avoid burning bridges or causing deep wounds. Now, this doesn't mean suppressing feelings. It just means waiting for the right time and place to discuss them calmly. Let the height of emotion pass rather than speaking impulsively. Avoid reactions that escalate conflict when patience and care are required. Number 2. When you lack knowledge or facts. It's often wise to stay silent when you lack sufficient knowledge about a topic. Speaking up with incomplete or inaccurate information can spread misinformation and make you appear ignorant. Remaining quiet allows you to continue listening and learning before forming an opinion. Such instances include intellectual discussions about a subject you're unfamiliar with, encountering questions you don't know the answers to, or situations where you haven't gathered all the relevant facts. The old adage truly applies: better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak and remove all doubt. Speaking from ignorance often backfires. It's best to stay quiet, listen, and learn, then thoughtfully contribute later if appropriate. Number 3. When your words would reflect poorly on someone. Engaging in harmful character attacks or talking negatively about others rarely leads to positive outcomes. It hurts not only the other person, but also your own credibility and relationships, since people are less likely to trust someone who talks badly about others. There are appropriate ways to address issues or provide feedback, but reflexively venting frustration isn't one of them, as it often crosses the line into disrespectful territory, which breeds resentment on both sides. While there may be instances where honesty is necessary, it is crucial to consider the potential benefit or harm in the words you choose to speak. Number 4. When receiving constructive criticism. When someone provides critique or negative feedback, it's natural to feel the urge to justify your actions or defend yourself. However, talking back often escalates the situation rather than leading to a productive discussion. Staying silent during such times allows you to absorb the feedback without becoming defensive. Only after the person finishes speaking should you respond. Take a moment to digest what they said before replying, and consider asking follow-up questions if anything is unclear. Remaining silent to absorb criticism fully requires self-restraint and emotional intelligence. It demonstrates maturity, professionalism, and commitment to growth. While silence itself doesn't resolve the issues, it does pave the way for thoughtful and constructive dialogue. Number 5. When facing legal issues. When dealing with any legal authority, it's generally wise to exercise your right to remain silent. Anything you say can potentially be used against you, even if you are innocent. Law enforcement officers can exaggerate claims in order to get a confession or incriminating statement from you. Remaining silent prevents you from accidentally implicating yourself or others. So don't feel like you have to speak on the spot or provide explanations. You lose nothing by remaining silent until you can consult with a lawyer. Number 6. When you're sticking to your guns. There are times when unilateral decisions are necessary. Whether dealing with a defiant child or implementing a new company policy, open-ended discussions can weaken your authority and muddy the waters. Once you've carefully considered the options and made your choice clear, rather than getting sucked into circular debates, state your position briefly without over-explaining. Make it clear that the decision is final without being apologetic. Staying silent once you've made your choice conveys that the matter is settled in your mind. Number 7. When your opinions are irrelevant. As we progress in life and our careers, we constantly gather new information and experiences that shape our perspectives. But you need to recognize that not everyone will share those same viewpoints. There will be many situations where your background, opinions, and experiences are not relevant to the topic or valued by the audience. For example, joining an established team or project means there's already an existing culture and way of working. Sharing opinions off the bat, before understanding the context, rarely goes over well. The same goes for making suggestions to improve something without direct experience. Even if your intentions are good, you'll gain more credibility by listening first. Sometimes we feel compelled to offer an opinion just for the sake of participating, but there is wisdom in recognizing when your voice will not further the discussion or make a meaningful contribution. These are moments to stay quiet and listen attentively. It enables you to connect more authentically with others while building knowledge and understanding. Number 8. When honoring confidentiality. If someone has entrusted you with personal information or a secret, you should respect their privacy and discretion by staying silent. There are ethical, moral, and sometimes legal reasons to keep things confidential, be it private health matters, financial information, legal advice, inside information about a company, or anything else meant to be kept between the parties involved. Unless you have explicit permission to share private details someone else revealed, you should default to silence and not discuss or disclose them. Of course, there may be rare exceptions where broader ethical concerns justify disclosing information, such as to prevent harm. In general though, if someone tells you something in confidence, let their words remain between you. Number 9. When silence is the most respectful response. Sometimes silence is the most respectful and considerate response we can offer. Remaining quiet demonstrates regard for others and consideration of their experiences and perspectives. For example, staying silent can be appropriate during a moment of remembrance or prayer. Maintaining a quiet presence allows space for others to connect with their values, faith, grief, or gratitude without interruption. Likewise, when someone shares a personal story or emotional experience, they deserve your full attention. By listening without interrupting, you communicate care and validation. Observing in silence can also be a way to honor cultural norms or spiritual rituals you may not be familiar with. When you enter spaces outside of your own traditions, staying quiet until there's an appropriate moment to speak allows you to learn and fully participate. There is power in simply being present and letting important words or experiences resonate without distraction. In essence, recognizing situations where maintaining silence is the best choice reflects wisdom and maturity. Developing this skill through careful consideration and consistent practice is an investment that will undoubtedly serve you well in various aspects of life. So embrace the power of thoughtful restraint and watch it become a valuable asset on your journey to personal and professional growth. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.